Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at DX God Scorpion and God Hopper from Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger. Now we did see God Kabuto released earlier in the month, and these two kind of complete our trio of gold bugs. No, not that gold bug. I have not seen every episode of the show so far. I think I'm about 2 back. I did see God Scorpion make his debut, but I'm assuming God Hopper has also shown up by now. And I think when you combined all 3 of the golden bugs with King-Ohger, the form is called Legend King-Ohger. I think that's right. I could be wrong. Feel free to yell at me in the comments below and tell me what the real name is. But these are pretty cool. I do like both of these. They all have gold chrome pieces, which I think is really sharp. We'll take a look at the box quick for God Scorpion. So you can see very prominent here on the box, and then he connects to the arm of King-Ohger to kind of give you this kind of giant, like, capture claw looking thing. Not too much going on the bottom. Up top, just showing you how to connect it there to the arm. Here's a picture of the Scorpion on this side, and again, just connected to King-Ohger there. And very similar goings-on the back here. Each bug has a little feature, which I'll show off, which is actually really cool. I like that a lot. And then taking a look at God Hopper. Again, here he is on the box, and he becomes kind of like a front shield piece, as well as some knee guards, I guess, we'll say. Here he is on the side. Here he is again connected. I don't know, when I looked at this really quick, it looked like the white was like a beard for him. I know that's part of one of the spiders, but when you look at it from kind of far away, it just looks like he's got like a Unicron style beard. I think that's kind of funny. But in any case, here we go again on the back, showing off the feature, and then of course him connecting to the chest here, and then here are the like knee pads that jut out, and you'll see what I mean. So that's pretty much it for the packaging. I did also just want to show this off real quick. If you bought any of the DX Mecha this week, they included one of these. This is one of the Shoe God souls, and this is the soul for God Kabuto. So you can see him in there. It's kind of a cool gold piece inside this amber. And now John Hammond can clone him to make dinosaurs. No, I'm just kidding. But it's neat. I think it's kind of cool. They're doing this for a lot of these. I think there's even going to be like a Gashapon set of these. I can't really see myself chasing down a bunch of these and collecting the whole set, but they're kind of neat. So this was a little promotional item with purchase, as long as you got the first release. I think there's even some of these that are coming with magazines and stuff, so just wanted to point that out. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't connect to the roleplay items or anything like that. It's just a cool little thing to look at. So there is that. I'm going to go ahead, get everything out of the box here, and we will take a closer look. So here they are out of the packaging. We have God Scorpion, and then here is God Hopper. I have to admit, I'm a little surprised that this isn't Sasori and Bata, since Kabuto, is the Japanese name of the beetle, but then they went for the English names here. I guess there's just no rhyme or reason to it, but we'll put Hopper off to the side for a second. He looks cool. I really like the chrome pieces, honestly. The stinger here is done in chrome, and this is on a ball joint, so that can move all around. The rest of this is solid, but you can move this all around. And I should actually say that there is a decent amount of assembly that you need to do when you get this out of the box. This piece pops off, and this just snaps on here. The 2 gold chrome claws, they pop on to ball joints here. And as a result, they have a very minimal ball joint. But I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds like the chrome is chipping, but I don't think it is yet. So we'll see how that holds up over time. But really nice chrome here. Really nice chrome here. I'm trying to think. The feature here on the back, if you push this in, it kind of brings the tail back. And then if you push it all the way, it springs it forward again. Whoops. Oh, now I'm breaking it. This also turns. So that's kind of a cool little feature. I guess that's pretty much it. It's really just the very minimal ball joint for the claws. Really nice ball joint here for the stinger, and then the gimmick Otherwise, he's got some nice blue to break up the otherwise black and gold color scheme. But overall, I think he looks pretty cool. And then here we have God Hopper. I love the pink. I think the pink really pops against the black. That looks good. And then you've got some nice gold paint down here. A little bit of green for the eye. And then his little feature, these have these like spring-loaded gimmick to them. So if you put them down and then you press on this, he kind of hops, which is really fun. Oh, he's coming apart. He's coming apart at the seams. So obviously the center section here is going to split open in a minute, but not yet. So this is like way more fun than it should be. And I'm having an unreasonable amount of fun with this. But the more I do it, he really does tend to open up. So spoilers here, there's a lot of nice chrome inside here. But it's really just this little connection right here, and that's the only thing holding that together. And I assume it's because they didn't want to break up the chrome. But that's literally all that's holding it together, and it's just friction. It's not even really like a clip. So for whatever reason, when you do this, after a while, it starts to kind of break them apart. But it's still really fun. It's like I said, it's unreasonably fun. I don't understand. That should not hold my attention for that long, but it's really just kind of silly. It's like one of those little toys. Like, did you ever have those, like, little toys as a kid that, like, the little frogs that hopped? It reminds me of that. It's fun. It's goofy. I love it. But that's really all it is. I mean, he really has no articulation whatsoever. He just hops. But what else do you need him to do? He's a grasshopper. So I think both of these look really fun. I like them a lot. Aesthetically, I think they look great. The amount of gold chrome on this guy is awesome. Now, he doesn't really have any gold chrome on the front. It's all when you open him up. You can see a little bit here on the inside of the legs. But it's mostly just gold paint when he's in grasshopper mode. But I think they're both cool. But of course, they can combine with Kingohger. So I will show you each one separately first. And then we will do all of them together with Kabuto for the legend mode. So we'll start with, we'll do Hopper first. So here is Kingohger. I'm going to go ahead and remove the sword. I mean, I guess technically I don't have to for this mode, but I'm going to just for simplicity's sake so you can see everything a little better. So here he is. We are going to take Hopper and just pop off these side leg pieces. Very simple. We are going to split this open like so for all that beautiful chrome. And then you can see that there are two connections right here and here, and they are going to clip on to this spider here. So we're just going to come here and clip this on like that. It sits a little low for my taste. I kind of wish it was a little bit higher up, but it's not that big a deal. And then these, you're going to flip the leg in like that, and then we're going to connect them here right above the leg connections, like right below the knees. So they're just going to peg in right there. Flip that down and pop that on. And there you go. That is God Hopper connected to Kingohger. He has got some ridiculous knee pads here, just from a side view. That is ridiculously jutting out, but I mean, it would keep enemies away, I guess, right? If that's a defense mechanism, they can't really get close to you if your knees are going to stab them from a mile away. But yeah, all that chrome looks really nice. I just think that's really nice and shiny. But otherwise, that's it. He doesn't get any new weapons or anything in this mode. But we can take care of that by bringing in Scorpion. Alright, so I went ahead and took Hopper off so we can do Scorpion next. And basically, we're going to take Scorpion, and you have these two pieces underneath here. And this one is going to come all the way over here and make kind of a claw. And then you can use this connection here that I showed earlier to bring this down so that they're all on the same side. And then they want you to bring this over, I guess, to kind of be like the thumb of the claw hand. So you got that going there. Now, the way this connects is actually really interesting. So what we have to do, come over here, remove the ladybug, and you can pop the ladybug onto the top here. So that's just going to connect on the top of Scorpion. Then we have to rotate the fist toward the body 90 degrees and then straighten out the arm. Now, I will say I feel like every time I'm connecting something to this guy, with the exception of Hopper, there's so many clearance problems. These little Kuwagata legs up here are always getting in the way. The dragonfly wings are kind of in the way. So just kind of make sure you can move that stuff around if you have to. But basically what's going to happen here, these two pieces here are going to plug into the sides of the fist. And then this is going to kind of wrap around and they're going to kind of sit in the joints. So what I like to do is kind of peg one in. Let me see if I can get that in there, and then peg this one in like that. So that if we take a look from the back, you can see that those are pegged into the side of the fist there. And if I move this out of the way, you can see how the parts of the scorpion legs kind of wrap around the arm very nicely. So it actually holds on pretty well. But there we go. So there is Kingohger with his massive scorpion arm. It's kind of massive and ridiculous. And you can't really utilize the elbow because the scorpion tail gets in the way. So you would have to utilize this upper joint here. Which it is nice that they have that. But there you go. That's about what I can do easily, because like I said, these legs tend to get in the way. You can move stuff around, and if you want to play with this and use the elbow joints, maybe have them shooting out straight or something like that. I said elbow, but obviously that's a shoulder, so you can do stuff like that. But I feel like that's just kind of a comfortable pose to have them at like this. So that's pretty cool. And now I will go ahead and bring the others in so we can get the full Legend Gold mode. So I will pop Ladybug off of this arm and straighten this out so that I can bring Kabuto in, and I'm going to have to kind of move this stuff out of the way so that I can get this in here. I have to open this like that, and then I can do that, and then this pops on here like so. And then I'm going to want to reattach Hopper here. And then we cannot forget his ridiculous knee pads. There's one. And there's two. So that is, I think it's Legend Kingohger, with all three of the golden bugs attached. And it's a cool look, and I love all the chrome, but I feel like he needs a new head. I just really feel like they should have included a new head to pop on the front of this, just to kind of also have kind of a chrome look, because I just feel like this head just doesn't do him justice. I feel like if this is going to kind of be a new form, then he should have like a new headpiece. I mean, I guess technically I could use this and use that as his golden head crest form. It's something. But yeah, I just think, I like the form. I think it's neat. And I'll pan down a little bit just so you can see some more. I mean, obviously, Kabuto off to the side here is massive. And then you have the massive claw arm over here for Scorpion. And I do really like the gold chrome here. So here's the thing. I love all the chrome, obviously. I think it looks great. You have it on all three sides here. You have it in, both arms in the center. I think that's really cool. The only thing is, it just seems like such a mess to wield it or move it around. But if you're just going to put it on a shelf and just enjoy the chrome, then absolutely it looks cool. I definitely think that they should have given us some kind of new headpiece to just pop on the front to kind of unify this form. Some kind of cool, golden chrome piece just to kind of cement this form as something new. And it's always difficult to get these off of here. Come on. There we go. So, it's a cool form. Like I said, missing a little headpiece, but other than that, I think it's pretty cool. I think these two are pretty fun. I love the gold and black color scheme. That always works well. And they each have their own unique color for kind of an accent color. Kabuto had green, Scorpion has blue, and Hopper has pink. And they look really cool. I love the amount of chrome on Scorpion here. I think that looks really cool. His little action feature I think is pretty cool as well. It's got the kind of little strike, which is pretty neat. But nothing beats Hopper's. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's so fun. It just is. It's a very simple little gimmick, but I'm really enjoying it. It doesn't even always work that well, but I don't care. I mean, that's just dumb fun. In any case, both of these guys are pretty cool. They both connect to Kingohger in a wild way. I mean, this guy makes like a giant claw hand, and this guy makes these ridiculous, like, you know, knife blade kneecaps. But I also really like the kind of, you know, chest piece, the really nice chrome with all that. Honestly, when you put all three of them on Kingohger, it's really cool. I love all the chrome. I think that looks fantastic. I definitely wish it came with like a little new mask for the head of Kingohger. I just think that would have helped wrap the form, you know, tie it all together. But it's still really cool, and I definitely recommend checking these out. I got them from Amazon Japan. I do not remember how much they were, but I think they were around $20, $25 a piece, something like that, which I feel like is not that bad. They're fairly simplistic, but there is a nice amount of chrome on both of them, although his is hidden inside. But either way, they're fun. I like it, and the combination with Kabuto and Kingohger all together is really cool. I'm interested to see, you know, how many more combinations and things. Like, will we always just keep adding stuff on? You know, are we eventually going to have like a 20, 25 bug combination by the end of the show? Fingers crossed. I'm really hoping for that because it would be a lot of fun. I will say, though, that sometimes you run into clearance issues and things, which is kind of a problem, but you can move the stuff around, which is nice and convenient. So that way you can kind of get what you need to get out of the way. And the connections are all really strong. So I really appreciate that. Everything really holds on there pretty well. And that's really neat. So definitely recommend checking these out, especially if you have the ones previously released. Then I say definitely get these to add on. More and more bugs just being piled onto this thing. I love it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.